What's going on, folks? What's going on? I want to speak up real quick. Today is May the 2nd. It's Tuesday, May the 2nd, 2023. I want to speak on this, the 35th Lieutenant Governor of the state of North Carolina and the first black Lieutenant Governor of the state of North Carolina. This cat, Mark Robinson. Yeah, he said that black people, if anybody, we not owe reparations. Uh, we, we should be paying. We owe. We shouldn't get ain't no reparations. He said he's tired of that talk. Ain't no such thing. If anybody owe, we owe. He said, oh yeah, because they, meaning our ancestors, he said they got beat. They worked those fields. They got sprayed down with water hose. He's saying this as if his ass ain't black. Okay? And he's speaking that. Now, first, let me say this. Mr. Mark Robinson, first of all, our ancestors were human trafficked to this country. Yeah, human traffic. What they talk about today and what they're making a big thing of, our people, black people, they went to our continent, took us from there, brought us here to work the land. So yeah, our ancestors took that hit for us. They took that, and I ain't gonna say they took that for us. They didn't know they was taking that. They wouldn't probably know they was taking that for a whole fucking generation. You know what I mean? They didn't know that, so but they got beat, they got whipped, they got sprayed down, they were raped, locked down, treated inhuman. And let's be clear, Mr. Mark Robinson, when our people got out of slavery, okay, that just wasn't it. That was one, when slavery was abolished, that was one thing, that was one victory. There were many more to come. And then you had the freedom fighters, you had the fighters, you had Martin Luther King, you had the Malcolm X's, what Martin Luther King, we had a lot of protesters and marches, okay? You know about that, right? Okay, you're in your 50s, right? You know about that. So, a lot of marches and things of that nature, and they were getting beat, and they had to go through a lot to get laws. Women still didn't even have their rights for a very long time, Mr. Mark Robinson, okay? So there was a lot of fights going on. A lot of fights going on, period. Okay? And a lot of things that King fought for, it wasn't for black people. It was equality for everybody. And yes, but the neutral was for the black people because we were treated less than. We already know the story. And if you don't, if your light's been turned out that long that you trying to ignore the fact, yes, black people have played a very big part in building this country. That's a fact. You can read the history books. It cannot be denied. So, yes, when us as black people look around and we see other races and nationalities or whatever, they're getting help on certain things like schooling for free, or they come into the country like from Afghanistan and they're getting all of this assistance, you know what I mean, just coming in, just getting all this assistance. And not to say, but to keep it real, when we look at the Native Americans, they have a whole, all around this country, and in the mountainous areas, from Carolina, Idaho, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, they have sacred land all around this country. The Native Americans have sacred land that's theirs, that the government gave to them, okay? Because they know during the time that the Native Americans were here, okay? If nobody knows, get yourself up on the book and the story, the Trail of Tears, okay? So listen. So us as black people, we played an integral part in building this country, all right? Blood, sweat, and tears on this land, okay? Our ancestors. So yes, I understand when my people say reparations, all right, and feel like we should get our just. Now, my stance on reparations, I don't say in the money form. That's because that'll be forever. We can't. They're not gonna take. The government is not gonna take the time to try to figure that out and how much to give this group and this that. They're not gonna. That's gonna take forever. That conversation, we will be talking about this for another 100 years. So the best thing I can say to do, if when we talk about reparations, the way I would say do it is to help black move forward is to, if we can't let our people go to school for free, make sure that we can, whatever school that we're able to get into for higher education, whether it be public schooling, K through 12, going into college, if whatever that school, whatever their tuition is, if they don't want to do a free thing for the African Americans when it comes to that, slice that price in half. Okay, slice it in half. All right. When it comes to all various things, housing, we should be able to get that. If you working now, I'm a realist now. Because we got some of our people that if you be working and busting your butt and you just need that push, you just need that extra help to get you over. Far as you just trying to you've been working and you deserve to be living in a comfortable place too. All right. You should be able to get that help. Okay. Not saying free. I'm talking about, hey, it shouldn't be a problem with a black person trying to get Section 8 or you trying to, when it comes to credit wise, we shouldn't have to go through that. If you were working class, you have to show that you've been working. I mean, that's to being fair. You know what I mean? That you've been working. I feel like you should be able to get that. I feel like if you've been working, you should be able. And some people say, well, they got a firm now. Fuck the firm, Klarna, all that shit. I'm talking about some straight up. If you've been working and you've been busting your tail, you shouldn't have to, go through that, because our people weren't educated for a long time when we talk about credit, and still people today are not so much versed with credit and don't know how to really use it. Some people can get credit and still don't know how to use it today. You know what I mean? So if anything, you know what I mean, like things of that nature, just helping to get along in certain areas of life. You know what I mean? If it can't be done, if you can't with schooling for free, because the institution got to stay running. You got to get, let's cut that in half. Let's cut that in half. All right? Let's cut that in half. And if the half is still going to be a little but much on that black family, then they still able to get the assistance they need to help them further to afford it. All right? So that's just my example of reparations, what I see for reparations. You know what I'm saying? And making it available if you're an entrepreneur, not these whispers, making it loud and clear, like, hey, you African American, hey, you want to get a business? Hey, you come over here and you got a good plan, we'll help you put that together. You know what I mean? Because so many, our people were brought over here, Mark Robertson, and they just trying to survive, trying to stay alive, trying to keep their families alive at that time. Okay? And then we were here. We were just here and trying to figure it out. And I'm pretty sure, Mark Robinson, your people, they didn't know a whole lot of things either. And they had to figure it out. You talked about being so poor, so you understand. So you talk about reparations, our people owe, that's a smack not only in my grandparents and great-grandparents' face, that's a smack in your great-grandparents and grandparents' face too, buddy. That's a smack in every elder face in your family. That's a smack in the face to say that. So we let these politicians get up here and talk this talk, man, and they talk too damn much and say the wrong things. And then, but I bet you wouldn't say nothing out the side of your mouth to no Caucasian, to no white person, I bet you wouldn't say nothing crazy out your mouth to them. But you say that our people should, if anybody, we're not owed reparations. If anything, we owe. What? So you kind of say like we owe somebody for enslaving our people? Brother, come on, man. You don't even make damn sense. And on top of that, so we know damn sure if you got in as governor, you're not gonna be for our people, for people, period. Raising the wages up in this state. Raising them. I have yet to hear any of you politicians talk about raising wages in this state. There's other states that have been proactive and jumped on that years ago. And this state, North Carolina, y'all have yet to talk about it. And you have everything, inflation, everything has gone up here. Okay? Just like as it is around the country. All right? And you guys will talk about, you have you politicians that get excited about somebody building one company coming. But is that company going to help someone sustain in their household? I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to go back down the line about this. You know what I mean? But I'm glad you showed your face, Mark Robinson. You know what I mean? Because I did thought it was good. You know what I mean? At first, and I couldn't quite get a grip on you, but I'm glad I got to hear this and read this right here about you, buddy, because you say a lot of crazy things. And you know what this state don't need? We don't need nobody else spewing a bunch of goofy talk. You know what I mean? You need to just help the people out. You politicians need to understand that y'all are public servants. You are to serve the public. Okay? But when you guys get in there and you act like somebody owe y'all something. No, you owe the people something. The people, everybody. You owe them, right? Not just one group. But I'm talking about this reparations thing because you said something and I got to check you. If ain't nobody else tapping in and going to check you in around the state, I'm going to check you, buddy. But as I said, like y'all can just tap in. Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina, Mark Robinson, says black people owe reparations. Not we're owed. We should pay. Just Google that. It'll come up. Every publication, Ebony, all types of the Black Wall Street publication, all over the place. There's articles that's popping up on it. You'll see it. This happened a few days ago. You know. So yeah, Mark Robinson, you're a fool for that one. Like you're goofy for that one. All right, you're a goofball for that. You know. And then you're talking as if you're not black. You're talking like, no, and you're talking like you don't have a line of your ancestors didn't come from there, from Africa. Like you don't, like you're not part of it. You talking, yes, no one owes, not one person owes me anything. Not one person owes you anything. Not, you know, but when we're talking about this right here, reparations, and we talking about something serious where we know that we come from a line of people, that ancestors that were brought to this country. Okay? We didn't come here willing. Our people didn't come here willingly. They were already on their land, living and living and enjoying life. We didn't have our people didn't just come here. We had a whole continent. We just chilling. We were human trafficked. We're gonna talk about it. Let's keep that real. So when we talk about human sex trafficking, our people were brought over here to work. Our people were brought over here, and our people were our ancestors were raped. Okay. Many of us, the last names that our black people have, that is not our last name. Okay? So let's just keep it real, man. Let's just keep it real, man. You know, and like I said once again, I understand when my people say reparations, but monetary, like, nah, I don't see that. I'm looking at reparations more of a liquid thing, like, okay, to help better yourself, like we gotta pay to go to school. If you want to acknowledge what what our forefathers had done in the past, you want to acknowledge us for that, hey, cut that schooling in half. Yeah, cut the education in half for us when it comes to higher education, or even, like I said, K through 12. Making it more accessible for our people when trying to purchase homes. Okay. How about dropping some of them? How about dropping some of those fees when you're trying to purchase a home? Okay. Um, um, yeah, yeah, like things of that nature, man. That's pretty much, y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. That's what I mean when I say reparations. That's what I agree with those things. You know what I mean? Because the money, they'll be talking about that. They could talk about that for another 500 years, and now it's like most of the people we hear talking about it, they're making it talk, and it's just a conversation. It's just something to catch your attention, but it's not gonna hold you there, because they'll say it, and then nothing else comes after it. But see, if you say that, like, hey, how about doing this? This gonna help the people. Actually, this is gonna hit right then. You know what I mean? Then now we talking. But when you talking like liquid, like when you talking straight funding, how, like, they'll take forever for them to try to figure out how to put that. They can, but it's gonna take them forever to actually try to find out how to do that. And then, like, I mean, it'll be forever. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my thing. But this Mark Robinson cat, man, you out of here, bro. Like, that was goofy clown shit to say. Okay? And that was totally disrespectful because you're a black man. Okay? And that was totally disrespectful to say to the people. You know what I mean? And all races, there we have those who are lazy and who don't do anything. Like, and all that ain't just the black people. So let's just be clear here. So, but in every race, we have hard working people. So for you to stand up there and say that to us taxpaying, us that pay taxes, the black people that bust their ass and pay taxes, work till their limbs or till they have arthritis in their limbs, for you to say that is total disrespect. And it warrants an apology. Because we have the right to say certain things, but you got to watch what you say. And everybody not allowed shit. Everybody is not worthy of having a damn microphone in their face to talk to people. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people think everything they say Bible. I know I speak to the people. Everything I say not Bible. I just I put it out there, and then I may express how I feel about a certain situation. But I don't speak to people. I like to have conversation, because that's when you get back and forth and an understanding, and you can agree to disagree. But I don't agree with that. And what I agree with is no. But you said, Mark Robinson, nobody owes you anything. That's right. No one person owes you anything. But when we talk about the nation, a country, and what our ancestors had to go through, that the result of it is that we were here, we wind up here now generations later, and our people were trying to figure it out. We were put in so many, we were put in hard situations, you know, and impoverished, forced in those situations, and our children go to school with, you know, having less than far as education wise. And like I said before, let's talk about North Carolina alone. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Let's talk about the things that you should do. I'm gonna just run off two things before I end this. Mark Robinson, you should be talking about raising the wages for the state, the minimum wage for the state, for the working class folks. Not for me, because I'm good, but I'm talking about for those people that are working those jobs. Yeah, there are companies that took the initiative and proactive, and they raised their wages, their minimum wages up when the COVID happened. But still, they didn't come back fully staffed when they did that either. Okay, let's talk about the Leandro case. Okay, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, The whole damn state of North Carolina, for 100 damn years, been robbed of the education in this state, not afforded the education that they're supposed to have. That's on the North Carolina, the amendment, the agreement that they made to the people. Let's talk about that, the Leandro case, okay? That they constantly keep fighting to this day. Let's talk about that. So everybody thought that, because they went to a school on this side of town, that your school, no. Everybody was shortchanged. I don't care what the fuck side of the town your school on, what county your school in. Everybody, just look it up. The Leandro case. Yeah, just look it up. Some of the towns that's east of the state, they came forth with it. It is named after the Leandro family. Okay? Look it up. Look it up. Okay? Look it up. They did a little documentary on it, I think, early last year, but it only showed on a local station in Raleigh. It didn't show statewide. I never figured out why it didn't. You know what I mean? And still to this day didn't. So let's talk about that, Mark Robinson. There's things that need to be talked about, and this is for the people. I'm not just saying for one race, but I'm addressing you for what you said. Okay? You're a 50-something-year-old man, and you said some dumbass shit like that, and disrespect to every person that has worked in this state, that grandmamas and great-grandfathers and all of that elders that work to their damn limbs had arthritis and can't even work them right. Work to the bone, literally. And you say something like that? You say something like that? Come on, man. Our people, y'all gotta stop saying dumb shit when you get a microphone, man. And I'm gonna check any damn body anytime I get a chance. If it come across, I can't catch everything. But when I do catch it, best believe I'm gonna address you. Cause I'm gonna hold y'all people, y'all feet to the fire, because y'all work for the people. The people don't work for you. And that's the problem with politics. Y'all folks think y'all get in there, y'all pander to, y'all pander to a certain audience and everything. But it ain't gonna take just that one audience. It's gonna take more than that to get you in. And you pander, and then you get in there and you say fuck everybody. Don't matter if it's a Republican, Democrat, you say fuck everybody when you get in there. Oh, you forget. Oh, you don't got time to answer the phones and the calls now. But when your ass was crawling on that ground trying to get to that high point, to the highest point. Oh yeah, you answering and shaking and kissing babies and everything, you're doing everything. But as soon as you get in there, you front and flake on the people. You know what I mean? I don't know how long y'all gonna keep playing that game, because you're there for the people. And as I said before in my closing, COVID don't pull the curtain back on everything. Everything. It don't pull the curtain back. All right? So, hey, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. I'm going to stay coming at y'all. If you coming wrong and doing something wrong to the people, I'm going to speak on it. If I catch it, I don't care where it's at in the country. If I can catch it, I can't talk about everything. It ain't about, I don't give a fuck. If I got 20 views, I don't care. I ain't here for this. I would like to get more. I don't care. As long as the 20 views, y'all share it. Because I ain't up here talking for nothing. I ain't asking you for no money. I'm good. I ain't asking for no money. I ain't asking for nothing. I'm sharing. I'm passing a word for free. I ain't asking for nothing. I'm passing a word. Most people get up on these platforms and they share information. They give information a little bit and then turn around and ask you for something. I'm not asking for nothing. And I put information out there and I'm like, wow, I don't even see many people sharing this much. And I'm giving game for free that you didn't even know. And I'm giving it out because I do my knowledge. I pay attention to current events. Some things I see, some things I don't speak on because I might have already spoken about it. And you can just look in my archives here on my channel, and you can see that. So a lot of things I won't speak about because I already spoke about it, and it's just you just watching it unfold. Okay, so yeah, I share and give out a lot of information here, as far as concerning what's going on around us, you know. And hey man, all I say is to share it. People need to hear it because everybody, and the reason why I started back on my channel, started talking because I understood what was going on. I started back during COVID, at the beginning of COVID in 2020. It was, boy, I mean, I just felt compelled to talk to you guys because I've seen what was happening in the media. It seemed like a lot of fear was being pumped. And I said, man, let me try to deter the people and motivate the people and get the people another vision of what's going on too, because they get everybody looking over here, but it's this going on over here, just to give you another out on things, okay? And just to help everybody, because I know everybody works, and we all working, and we all living our lives and doing things and handling families and everything like that, and sometimes you don't get to see a lot of things, but you're open to it, but you don't get to see it. So I just felt like, hey, if I could share a little bit, you know what I mean, with my knowledge or maybe what I've seen. This is a no judgment zone to those who come to this channel and watch. And regardless if you agree with the topic or not, I'm not gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? You might say something stupid and I won't respond to it because this is not that type of page. You know, channel. I'm not here to debate with ones who come watch and what I'm talking about, because we can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go back and forth and get into arguments with those of you that come to the channel and watch and you have a view on things, because we're adults. That's what this is about. I'm not spewing no hatred or nothing. I'm spreading love by sharing the knowledge. Each one teach one. I'm spreading love by sharing knowledge that I have for excuse me, for free. I'm not charging for things that I know that I should be sharing with those who don't. I'm not charging you. What I'm gonna get out of that? Only thing that I would ask is share it, and I always have said at the end, share it. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Share it, because the conversations I have, or I bring to you, the topics I bring to you, are the topics that you may talk with your husband or your wife, your friends, other family members, period. Co-workers maybe, you know what I mean? Whatever. You may be on your porch in your backyard, the cookout, whatever. These conversations that you may have with your friends at a bar or whatever, pool, shooting pool, and you just having conversation. This is what I bring to you, or I bring a conversation piece to you. That's what this is. So that's what Space Invaders is about. Invading the spaces that you want to be in. That is what Space Invaders is about. That is part of the mission statement of the Space Invaders. Invading the spaces that you want to be in. Not being scared or fearful of taking chances. That's what this is about. All right? So that's my time, folks. Tell a friend, share, like, hit the like button. You know what I mean? It's all love here. But Mark Robinson, that was some dumb shit you said, man. And you need to apologize, because that was stupid. To say something like that. Not so much stupid, it was ignorant. It was ignorant to say something like that. And you negated the fact that there are black people in this state that work to the bone. Your people as well work to the bone. Let's not forget slavery was running rampant in this state too. Okay? So you forgot about that. Okay? Oh, you forgot. You know, I even did it. There's no I even got it on my channel here. Like, I've talked about it. I showed the graves, slave graves and things of that nature. I talked about it here. Okay, plantations here in the state, right outside of Durham. Okay, I took you guys there. If you haven't seen it, check it out on my channel here. All right. Yes, I went there. I did a whole documentary on it. Okay, let's stop playing. Okay, so that was a disrespect, Mark Robinson. That was a disrespect for you to do that. Let's talk about Soul City. I got something on Soul City. All right. Yeah, let's talk about it. And for you to say that, Mark Robinson, Soul City, right outside of Durham, a black community, all right? Well, many black people didn't know nothing about that and still don't. But you can learn. It's on my channel. It's on my channel here. Check it out. You know what I mean? I just spread love, show knowledge. I mean, spread love and share knowledge. That's all it's about. Each one teach one. Peace, y'all. Till next time.